Hey there, welcome to another card of the day. So, been working on these for a couple of weeks now. Figured I'd maybe just give you a little bit of an idea exactly kind of where I'm going with them. Been working more and more with Premiere in my job, so decided I wanted to find some ways to get a little better with it, and then also wanted to learn a little bit more about YouTube. Since I'm a big fan of magic, thought this would be a good way to go about that. So, the card of the day is essentially going to be something where I'm dedicated to every day making a short video, and as I go along, trying to improve sort of the audio and the visuals and things like that. So if you're interested in these videos, I'd really appreciate it if occasionally if you see something that needs to be improved in the audio, or there's certain things you like or don't like about the presentation, give me a note in the comments. Let me know a little bit about what's going well, what you don't like as much, etc. So I can kind of get some feedback and start improving these, maybe learning some new things and how I should be doing it. With that though, let's get to today's card of the day. The one I'm going to look at today is a blue card. It's Proven Combatant. I'm not a huge fan of one drops normally, but there's been some good ones in the new set, and I actually really like this card. I've been playing quite a bit of blue, and in most of those decks, I end up being almost sort of weird. It's almost like an aggro blue type of deck that seems to be what I'm using a lot of the time. And Proven Combatant works really well in that. It comes down as a casting cost of a single blue mana for a warrior creature, human warrior. Um, it is just a 1/1 when it comes out, completely a vanilla creature. Um, but it's nice to have sort of an early game play just to get something out there as a chump blocker, or if the other person isn't doing anything on turn 1 and 2, you may get in a couple of damage with it. But really it's there simply to get run over by something and go into the graveyard. Because then, once it's there, you wait till you get a little bit of mana, and you can bring it back for 4 and a blue by eternalizing it, exiling that card out of your graveyard, and making a token that's a 4/4 instead. Um, a 4/4 creature is nothing to sneeze at, but what's really nice here is that for one card, you're essentially getting two creatures. So it's sort of like a virtual card advantage through Eternalize. And it also gives you a late game mana sink. So if you've got cards to play in hand, great. But if you end up with a turn where you don't have anything else to play, you've got a creature sitting in your graveyard you can bring back. Because of that, I'm very happy playing these in multiples. I'll play at least a couple of Proven Combatants if I can get them. And they've been pretty easy to acquire. It's just a common. And a lot of people are not, it seems, prioritizing these or liking them as much as I do. So I've been able to, in many cases, just let them wheel, and they come back to me. So I'm picking them someplace in, pick 9, pick 10, somewhere in that area. And at that point, I think it's a real bargain. Uh, I would probably pick them a little earlier than that, even. So a lot of times, 7th, 8th pick, I'll be taking one. You may get them later. You may decide you want to take them earlier. But I think that's a pretty good range. And in that case, I think you're going to be happy with this card. So, yeah, that's today's card of the day. Proven Combatant. Pick it somewhere in the area of 8 to 10. And just go hammer people down with blue. So, that's our card of the day. Thanks. We'll see you tomorrow.